A Netflix-certified TV box running Google TV, also supporting Disney+, Amazon Prime Video and even gaming for less than $80. Is there a catch? Let's inspect. This could be a very decent choice for a capable TV box running in terms of software Google TV and having all the necessary licensing to enjoy the popular streaming services if Mecool have designed the KM7 Plus in the right way. It's ridiculously small, especially compared to more fine M600, which I'm reviewing at pretty much the same time, and you can check somewhere around the full dedicated review. That's a Windows TV box, that's why it's much bigger than that. And really nice to meet you. My name is Michael. On the channel we inspect a lot of cool and interesting tech, and the point of this episode is to expose all the strong but also all the weak sides of the KM7 Plus, and we're going to go through a lot of real life scenarios, examples, multimedia playback. We're going to try some gameplay in order to show you if the KM7 Plus is a good enough choice. In early days of 2023, there happened to be less and less Android-based TV boxes because finally what now is called Google TV happens to be progressing enough in order to offer decent entertainment levels. So if you already want to get this new flavor of revamped user interface, Mecool KM7 Plus is one of the most intriguing choices for its price point and promises to offer more than Mi Box S, the Xiaomi and Realme TV sticks, and even possibly take on Google's Chromecast. Our usual tech journey goes now through the unboxing steps. Mecool have never been amazing about product presentation, and they don't really need to be. Luckily, the quality of their TV boxes speaks for itself in a good way. You can still take a note from the box about the most interesting specs and capabilities, though. Nice design, kind of panda-styled color combination, looks fresh. Some ports on the rear and on the side. Great to see that there is an AV output, meaning that even TVs with analog input are going to be supported. 3 LEDs on the front, status info about the remote controller, the network and the power. Not too bright, therefore not irritating. Accessories are standard, a power adapter, HDMI cable and a remote. And of course, a user guide, which, unlike the edition with the previous generation, contains some more explanations and tends to be useful. The box seems to be well built. It's adopting a system-on-a-chip design, meaning that if something fails, you're likely going to have to replace the entire unit. That's a standard for the ARM-based architecture and most similar devices, so let me introduce you to the specs and then we're going to do some testing. There's a quad-core processor inside, 2GB DDR4 memory, 16GB flash, a micro SD card slot, there is Bluetooth support, streaming services certification including such for Netflix, there's a Chromecast inbuilt, Google Assistant inbuilt, and it all runs the current 2023 Google TV in terms of software. If you're looking to get a device with amazingly powerful processor and specifications which are matching some gaming consoles, well, just look at the size, think of the price, and you're gonna figure out that's not the case with the KM7 Plus. But with some good planning and better understanding about the hardware and the software limitations, you can actually extract really a lot of good power out of it and turn it into a very capable multimedia station. It's a successor to something that Mecool have released almost a year ago, but we can notice some pretty interesting upgrades. For instance, RAM is finally DDR4, and I'm happy that Mecool didn't go cheap this time because the last unit was built around DDR3, so that's a nice booster. Sadly, still the same quantity, only 2GB. I really was about to be happier with 3 or even 4. In terms of CPU power and GPU, it's almost the same as the regular KM7, but there are some other nice additions. For instance, finally, Netflix is licensed, and that's easily confirmed not just by the button you're gonna find on the remote, but also when you dig deeper into the configuration, which by the way has almost no bloatware, and by running Netflix in the maximum possible quality. In terms of software, it's running Google TV 11, which comes with all the nice enhancements that the platform has brought in the past few years. And actually, there's something that a lot of people are asking me about. Will this run if I have a non-smart TV? That's exactly why such kind devices exist, because they want to turn any monitor or old TV into a smart one. Now it's time to do some testing. The initial setup is a very easy task to complete. You can either use the old-fashioned manual way of entering the information through the remote, or use the Google app from your smartphone and copy most of the data relevant to your Google account. Google TV is an operating system based on Android, with customizations and optimizations towards TV entertainment. So the launcher looks like a very big wallpaper full of ads, which happen to be live previews of the services that you're subscribed for. Since this revamped interface is among the big changes that happened in the platform lately, get to know it, because in a few months from now, most smart TVs are going to have this look and feeling. If not all of them, then at least all the new models. The settings menu is organized in a similar way to what we remember from Android TV. The launcher is better, in my opinion, not necessarily better customizable, but it is very easy to get used to, and in my opinion, this distribution of the content makes better sense. Let's go and do some testing now. Sideloading of apps is now even more troubled, but still possible. While you're scrolling, the speed across the menus is good, so is the installation of new apps. I've checked the benchmark results, although just a test, they show that the processor is alright, not premium grade, but good performance, which is down to multiple factors. We have a good choice for flash, and finally, DDR4 memory, which severely contributes to the smooth experience that we get. And I can finally say that this is a budget-friendly TV box which doesn't have annoying stutters and skipped animation frames. A hardware walkthrough strengthens the opinion that, although not very fast in terms of top frequency, the processor has all that it takes to provide flawless multimedia streaming. All the popular formats and codecs are in place, including the popular lately AV1, the H.265, and other interesting video compression formats which are being used by streaming services like Netflix, YouTube, Disney Plus, and similar. Speaking of these services, the key highlight here is the official arrival of Netflix to the list with certifications. A big hooray, because it was the only reason many people didn't really go for Mecool devices up until now. Amazon Prime Video, YouTube Premium, Disney Plus, pick your favorite one and you can watch it. And here, yet another surprise, Dolby Digital MS-12, the new license for STBs to decode premium audio content. As for playback, YouTube runs fine, and even 4K videos at 60 frames per second are a pleasure to watch. There are no skipped frames. Furthermore, the box doesn't feel like falling apart in the first few seconds after you stop the video. Games are also a good fit for the KM7 Plus. Although not shining with awesome tech specs, the TV box can handle most interesting titles from Play Store. You're gonna need a game controller to properly enjoy these, and it's really fun. If you wonder whether the Mecool KM7 Plus overheats, I doubt that this is easily possible, because after 20-minute gaming sessions, there is no sign about that, not even notable throttling which is present. The best about KM7 Plus is that the TV box utilization depends on you. And I strongly recommend checking Play Store about recommendations, because here we count on hundreds of thousands of apps. Music-based like Spotify and TuneIn, streaming like Disney Plus or Netflix, or online TV like Eon or Red Bull TV. Choices are many, and spending some time in picking your favorites at the beginning is well worth it. If you want to see what I didn't quite enjoy, well, there is no 4GB RAM edition of the box as a starter. I wish there was a Type-C USB port, Bluetooth generation is a bit outdated, and there's no way to control the front LEDs. I think Mecool finally did it, delivering you an affordable, well-performing TV box which has all the necessary licenses in order to be a great multimedia station in 2023, and is also running a certified by Google operating system. Having Google TV 11 means that you have all the latest security patches, and I really hope that Mecool are going to do better job about software updates this time. What I really enjoyed are those quick links to Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, Disney Plus, and of course everything else that we were able to download, try and test from Google Play Store. So yes, I think for the price this is a brilliant 2023 model. Well, not without its drawbacks, because obviously there are certain things to improve. I'm a little disappointed that there is no 4GB edition, and overall the hardware specifications are not superb, but I think here the major go has been the balance. So what do you think? Would you trust Mecool for their software support, and do you think they're going to do better as compared to previous generations? Or do you prefer to wait for some other better offerings from bigger brands? Let me know, comments are down below the video. As usual, more information about the product, a way to order it with a discount, and some ways to support the channel you're gonna find in the video description area. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it, and if you did, subscribe to the channel for more cool tech inspections. I'm Michael, and wish you a fantastic day. Bye!